What's good, National Game Man? It is your boy Ma.
And Sade, and we're back at it again with another video.
Look, man, you already know, man, when somebody not here, the grind do not stop. Okay? The grind do not stop. Whenever 200K, 300K, 400K, whatever y'all want to say, man. Today, y'all,
what
man.
keep on talking about? He's drunk.
I'm tweaking. Today, y'all, we're finna react to
Top 10 things Netflix, the Jeffrey Dahmer story got factual and wrong.
Hey, listen. We watched this whole thing in like a day,
yes,
and it was good, man.
It was good,
and I hate that some of y'all was like making videos on TikTok also. It's crazy how y'all make a story about somebody like this. I think these type of people deserve stories. It's not like his family getting money from it,
yeah.
But I think these type of people deserve stories, so you know what not to do,
yeah.
and what to do. Like first off, I would never take a drink from nobody.
Yeah, that's just me.
I don't drink anyway, so. Never take a drink from nobody. Just like the night star game. I ain't leave my door unlocked.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Y'all telling me these people don't deserve these type of attention.
And I told him all that I feel like a lot of y'all, like the media don't really put out, they talk about bad stuff, but they don't talk about bad stuff enough. Like y'all be trying to act like, oh, like we live in this perfect world where nothing could happen. Then when something happened, everybody
talking about it.
Yeah, why y'all not talking about it? Or everybody acting all shocked. Like I don't think that it's nothing wrong with making a show about these people, because the reality of it is there are people out here like this, and y'all don't know because y'all want to live in this fantasy world where y'all so oblivious and nothing bad can happen. Bad things happen. Bad things happen to some people every day. So I don't
people
think
who just waking up and I want to go on a spree today.
That's what I'm saying. I think that it's good that they show this side of things, especially like for the generations that's coming up after like me and Kimal generation, because
we knew
they
about him a little bit.
Yeah, they don't know a lot of things, and you know a lot of people get on TikTok and they praise like you getting in a car with a stranger and stuff like that. Stuff like that is not okay. Like it shouldn't be something that's praised. So I like when they come out with stuff, you know, like shows like this and stuff, because it's showing the real world.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm just very interested in like why do they do things they do. Like, but let's see, man. Let's get into this. I've been wanting to watch this for a while.
What's going on?
Welcome to WatchMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things Dahmer Monster, the Jeffrey Dahmer story, got factually right and wrong.
We know they had to overdo certain parts because it wouldn't have been as long as it was supposed to be, as it is. I mean,
for this list, we're looking at what was fact and what was fiction in Ryan Murphy's Netflix series about the infamous serial killer. Are you watching Dahmer? Let us know in the comments below. Number 10. How Jeffrey Dahmer was caught. Right. Netflix's limited series about Jeffrey Dahmer begins with the night a would-be victim survived an encounter with the killer.
Help me!
On July 22nd, 1991, Tracy Edwards spent hours in Dahmer's apartment in fear, waiting for an opportunity to make his escape. And though the way in which he escaped is depicted differently in the series, Edwards did hit Dahmer and ran out of the apartment.
I hit him and I ran towards the door, and he was right there, tried to grab me, get me back in there.
2 police officers went to Dahmer's residence to obtain the key to unlock the handcuffs still on one of Edwards' wrists. Once they found explicit photos documenting some of the murders, Dahmer was apprehended, putting an end to his reign of terror.
The officers were stopped by an individual who claimed he was in the apartment and became engaged in a dispute with the owner of the apartment, and left the apartment and called the officers.
Number 9. Dahmer wore yellow contacts. Right. One of the lesser known facts about Dahmer.
Yellow contacts? Was they old? Because I'm telling you, time they turn yellow, they old. Contacts don't even turn yellow.
Was his strange habit of wearing yellow contact lenses.
You see my contacts? They're just like the Emperor.
That's why the cover of the show, I was like, why is his eyes yellow?
Oh, yellow, yeah.
Oh, no, that's crazy. It's weird and crazy.
Got him at a costume shop in Kenosha.
He wore them because he felt connected to two dark characters in his favorite movies. The Emperor from Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and the Gemini Killer from The Exorcist 3.
That's creepy.
In changing his appearance to resemble these powerful fictional figures, Dahmer himself felt more powerful and predatory.
That I actually derived a sort of pleasure from watching that tape.
Did you like feeling evil?
No, I didn't. But I tried to overcome the thoughts, and it worked for a while, but eventually I gave in.
He repeatedly watched the films before he went out to find another victim to bring home, often making them watch the films with him.
What are we gonna do? Told you. We're gonna hang out. Gonna watch a movie. Gonna take some pictures. And I'll pay you.
Tracy Edwards also testified that while playing The Exorcist 3, Dahmer was chanting and rocking back and forth.
It was like a slow slur, like, some of that nature, something close like that, I'm not sure.
Did it keep on for a period of time?
Off and on throughout the ordeal.
Number 8. How Ronald Flowers survived. Wrong.
Dang.
Jesus.
I'm not a cop.
Another survivor of Dahmer was Ron Flowers, who met him when his car broke down and Dahmer offered to help. He took him to his grandmother's West Allis residence and drugged his coffee. But Dahmer is interrupted when his grandmother sees that something is wrong with the young man.
So that wasn't true. I'm thinking the grandma a great person.
I know.
Oh, brother, this is beyond me.
What?
I'm
He's
thinking
just
this
a
is
little
like,
wasted, Grandma.
Y'all, he was so mad at his grandma.
Grandma.
Go to bed.
You'll be fine. Just let's sleep it off. Jeez.
No. Something is not right here.
It ain't.
She is adamant about staying with the unconscious guest, making sure he gets on a bus the next morning. But her actual involvement in saving Flowers from her grandson has never been reported. Like in the series, Flowers woke up in County General Hospital.
Grandma, you OD'd. You're lucky to be alive.
But what isn't mentioned is that he was also covered in abrasions and believed he might have been assaulted. He later testified that he didn't know how he got there, though the series provides a fictional scenario.
The guy I met last night, he was weird. He must have slipped something in my drink. Dude tried to kill me.
Number 7. Dahmer posed in yearbook photos.
Yeah,
right.
it's real.
How did he get in there?
I don't know. Dan, how did you not catch this?
I'm sorry, I didn't see him in the photo.
It's your goddamn job, Dan.
The Netflix series mainly follows Jeffrey Dahmer as an adult, but a flashback to him in high school shows him sneaking into a yearbook picture for the Honor Society, despite not being a member. Yes, he actually did this, and his face was subsequently blacked out of the photo. My Friend Dahmer, both the graphic novel and its film adaptation, go further into the prank and the other club photos he infiltrated.
Excuse me, what do you... Oh, no. It's not really necessary.
Former classmates have described how his bizarre behavior in school quickly went from entertaining to concerning, given his heavy drinking.
And I remember sitting next to him in a first period, I believe, history class, and he had a styrofoam cup of scotch, I believe it was scotch. I remember saying, "Jeff, what is that?" And he threw his head back and he shook it and he said, "It's my medicine."
Number 6. Dahmer killed Dean Vaughn. Wrong. In episode 7, Glenda Cleveland meets Dean Vaughn.
Dean Vaughn. That was he moved in.
Dean, yeah.
A new resident of the Oxford Apartments.
Sorry I snapped on you. You just gotta be careful in this neighborhood.
Well, I'm a good guy. Scout's honor.
She sees him talking to Dahmer in the hall and is visibly concerned. The series doesn't follow through with his story, but it does point viewers in a certain direction. However, Vaughn was really a tenant in the building. He was found strangled in his upstairs apartment in early May 1991. Dahmer was questioned about the suspicious death before he was arrested, and again when he was eventually caught. Both times he denied knowing him, and no evidence was ever found connecting him to the crime.
I think he did it. No, because he confessed to all his stuff.
Yeah, he did. So I don't think he He might didn't.
No,
do
if he
it.
did do it, no, he would have took his body parts. I don't know.
I feel like he would have confessed to it because he never lied about what he did. When they asked him, so I feel like if he did do it, he would have confessed. But
he confessed to every single thing, like from childhood. I don't know, which is crazy.
As of 2022, the murder of Dean Vaughn is still unsolved.
Wow.
But what about Dean Vaughn? You was talking to him in the hallway, then I never saw him after that.
Number 5. Baptized the same day as John Wayne Gacy's execution. Right.
So you never done construction work before?
No.
Get this
Well,
creep
I guess
on,
it's
man.
something I was talking to my, you know.
The beginning of the final episode doesn't open on Jeffrey Dahmer, but rather another infamous serial killer.
I ain't allowed, so confused. I'm like, what am I watching?
I know.
They need to come out with one about him.
He was crazy.
It was nasty, crazy, and weird.
AKA the Killer Clown. In the 1970s, Gacy took the lives of more than 33 young men in Illinois until he was arrested in December 1978.
Gacy was the epitome of evil. And he was
him?
the epitome of being a great guy, which gave him the ability to be the most evil guy in the world.
For 14 years, the convicted murderer was on death row at Illinois' Menard Correctional Center. And on May 10th, 1994, Gacy was executed by lethal injection.
John Wayne Gacy was pronounced dead at 12:58 a.m.
He got a much easier death than any of his victims. In my opinion, he got an easier death than he deserved.
This is erotic.
The important thing is that he paid for his crimes with his life.
Meanwhile,
I always say stuff like that. I don't care what nobody say. Bro, dying by a chair or, lethal injection, that's the easy way out. You not, think about it, they not suffering, they not thinking about what they did. You giving them the easy way out. It's like, oh, okay, I'm just gonna kill you. But to humans, of course we all humans, but to certain people, they making it seem like, oh no, I'm killing him, so I'm getting revenge. No, you're not killing him. Getting revenge would be to let him sit in that jail and rot. That would be revenge.
I'll be honest with you, eat with the minimum food. You get a piece of bread.
I swear.
Every 2 days or something. Like, I'll be on some crazy
I
stuff.
swear.
in Wisconsin, Dahmer was being baptized by Minister Roy Ratcliffe. And, as it's briefly mentioned in the series, a partial solar eclipse also occurred that day. What does it all mean? We don't know, but this connection between two notorious killers is definitely eerie.
Congratulations, Jeff. You're saved.
Thanks. Thank you.
Number 4, victim impact statements. Right.
Somebody made a good point. That was like, I wonder if God forgave him. I be thinking stuff like that.
I don't know, probably not.
Cause they was like, the people was like, oh, he realized what he did. He's getting saved and stuff. But somebody on TikTok made a good point. That was like, I wonder if God forgave him, like for real, because that is some evil stuff that you did. You did some real evil stuff, and then you just gonna come in jail and be like, oh, I'm gonna get saved. And I don't know.
Impact statements. Right.
I would like to say to Jeffrey Dahmer that he felt the pain, the hurt, the loss, and the mental state.
This was the saddest one.
One of the most heartbreaking parts of Jeffrey Dahmer's 1992 trial was hearing the impact statements. After sitting through the details of his crimes, family members of the victims had the opportunity to address the court. One of the more harrowing statements came from Rita Isbell, the sister of Errol Lindsay. The series recreates the emotionally charged moment with actress Deshawn Barnes, who embodied the palpable pain, anger, and sadness of Isbell in her performance.
Now, I don't want to ever have to see my mother go through this again. Never, Jeffrey! Jeffrey, I hate you!
And Dahmer's own statement took a lot from the real-life one.
That I did what I did, not for reasons of hate. I hated no one.
Number 3, Glenda Cleveland lived at the Oxford Apartments. Wrong. In the series, actress Niecy Nash plays the role of Glenda Cleveland, a woman who is often overlooked in the Jeffrey Dahmer case. She interacts with him, mostly to complain about the smell and noise coming from his apartment.
I think this was a whole different lady, though.
But he talking about his tropical fish. Oh, he make me sick.
Got some old pork chops in there. My dad and them sent me.
Went through her
It's
vent.
probably just my tropical fish.
The smell is worse than ever.
Is it?
The real Cleveland actually lived in the building next to the Oxford apartments. The character is likely a composite of Cleveland and Pamela Bass, the woman who lived across the hall from Dahmer, who possibly unknowingly consumed human meat given to her by her neighbor. However, Glenda Cleveland did continuously...
They said he used to throw barbecues. Cause it was I seen on TikTok some dude went over there and it was like the people who lived there, like people who still live there, but not not apartment, but like in that neighborhood, it was like he used to throw barbecues. But we don't know how true it is. People be lying.
They called Milwaukee Police after her daughter Sandra Smith and niece Nicole Childress told her about a boy they tried to help. Number 2, Milwaukee police officers returned a victim back to Dahmer's apartment.
That's crazy.
That was really crazy. That was really crazy to me because the boy didn't even look of age. Like, he literally didn't look of age. And you could clearly tell it was something wrong. Like, he was laying down on the freaking ground.
They lost their job or something for that.
Yeah,
that was crazy.
it was so crazy. And then, like, the whole situation that happened with the police, it was crazy because they literally was gone and then back the next week. That was just... It was crazy.
In late May 1991, some young women, including Smith and Childress, found Conorak synthesophone stumbling in the streets, not in the Oxford apartment's hallway as shown in the series. They called the police to help the very young-looking boy.
His brother
he was holding on to me with a really, really strong...
Remember, it was one victim where his brother had went there and then
his brother escaped.
Yeah.
And he was like, remember he met him? He said, my brother met you before. He said you weird.
Yeah.
Grip, and he was trembling, he was shaking. So I just stayed with him and I was like, I'm gonna get you.
That's crazy. These women they're not as old as you would thought they would be. So Jeffrey Dahmer would not be as old as we think he would be. Mm-hmm. So he might have been in his late 40s, 50s. I'm gonna say 50s, his late 50s.
He would have been older than that.
He got caught in his 20s.
Yeah.
And that was 1997. Or 90
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. No, he would have been...
It'd been like 40, 50.
40s, 50s.
He was like 48, 50 something. I think, I don't know. We might be completely wrong. Well, I might be completely wrong. So I say he might be older. 60, that's like her. His dad is like 90.
90, yeah.
I don't know. I have no clue.
But when Dahmer came back to his apartment, he convinced officers Joseph Gabrish and John Balserzak that synthesophone was of age and his boyfriend. In the series, Cleveland is at the scene confronting police, trying to tell them that he was a minor.
Wait. You just gonna let him take this baby back inside?
Ma'am, he's telling me this is where they live. We're gonna take him back inside.
Y'all don't at least want to find out how old this boy is first?
Ma'am, he says it's his boyfriend. We'll handle it from here.
I'm really sorry about this, everybody.
Despite protests from the women, the officers escorted Dahmer and his incoherent boyfriend back to his apartment. When the police left, Dahmer killed him. Tragically, this poorly handled ordeal actually happened. After Dahmer's arrest, Gabrish and Balserzak were suspended, but later reinstated. Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them, if trial wrong.
Mr. Dahmer, before I impose sentence, I understand you have a statement you'd like to read?
Yes, Your Honor.
Towards the end of the series, Jeffrey Dahmer goes on trial for the murders. While the majority of the scenes are accurately recreated, there's one detail that was different. Evan Peters as Dahmer almost always wears the killer's trademark glasses. But the real Dahmer specifically did not wear his glasses throughout most of the trial. His reason? He didn't want to look the jury or victims' families in the face. Yes, it's a small inaccuracy in a largely true-to-life series. However, his decision to remove his eyewear is significant because it shows that he was unable to face his crimes.
Because I didn't feel accountable to anybody. I didn't feel that I had to face what I had done.
Oh, so he's saying without his glasses he can't see.
You see, yeah.
And
I was so confused. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, he basically saying like without his glasses he can't see. So if he don't wear his glasses, he not looking at them. He not taking accountability for what he did because he really can't see them.
Can't go around making excuses, blaming other people or other things.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo.
Like we said, this was just a crazy thing. We supposed to be watching the tapes. Cause I'm more of a like, I don't mind watching the show, but y'all see how like it was so many things that was wrong, like, or that they exaggerated. I'm more of a like, if I'm gonna watch something about like a serial killer, you know, somebody of that nature, I'd rather watch like original tapes and stuff like that. Cause I want to know the facts. Like I want to know what really, really happened.
Hey man, listen man, if y'all want to see more stuff like this, y'all already know what to do, man. Please
like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, subscribe to all three channels.
Follow me and Shawty both on Instagram. Other than that, man, we out of here.